如果你喜欢女生，你为什么就不能直接告诉我？
就是怕你没有办法接受。
所以你就是双性恋嘛？然后
双性恋、同性恋、异性恋，你到底要我说什么？
In Yu Xiang's mind, love was a series of precise calculations. He prepared his appearance, his words, and a ring meant to define the rest of his life. But at the peak of his proposal, his ex-girlfriend stepped out from the shadows. With a single kiss, she tore through his world like ripping wallpaper off a wall, shredding the innocence he had so carefully constructed. This wasn't just harassment from an ex. It was a total collapse of his reality. Yu Xiang discovered that Xiaolan, the girl he adored, wasn't the simple person he imagined with only 3 ex-boyfriends. She was bisexual, with a complex past that spanned genders. The suffocation Yu Xiang felt came from the realization that he was in love with a mirage, a version of her he had personally manicured. During their midnight confrontation, their argument was a battle between 2 irreconcilable worldviews. Yu Xiang believed love was certainty. It was honesty and the sole result after eliminating all variables. Xiaolan believed love was fluid. To her, it transcended gender. Having 3 ex-boyfriends and 3 ex-girlfriends wasn't chaos, it was simply the footprints she left while searching for happiness.
我不过只是一个单纯想要幸福的人而已。
To secure her current peace, she chose to bury her past. Meanwhile, Yu Xiang's rage stemmed from his inability to accept a soul he couldn't fully control. He realized his definition of love was too narrow to hold the truth. In a desperate, clumsy attempt to win her back, this honest man went to the extreme. He put on a dress. Clad in a red slip dress, he tried to bridge the psychological canyon between them through this visual transformation. He wanted to tell her, if you like girls, I can become one for you. It was a sacrifice, but more so, a heartbreaking misunderstanding. He thought she wanted a specific gender, but what she craved was the freedom of being completely accepted. His ridiculous figure climbing over the church wall was a perfect metaphor for their relationship. He exhausted himself scaling a wall, never realizing the door had been unlocked the whole time. He was just too afraid to push it open. Inside the solemn chapel, Xiaolan delivered the most lucid yet cruel line of the story. The person who can give me happiness isn't necessarily the one I love. Only the person I love is the happiness I want. Yu Xiang offered security, a conventional safe harbor, but he wasn't the one who made her soul vibrate. She rejected the proposal not because she didn't value his innocence, but because she realized that by staying, she would only exist in his imagination, not in her own life. The happiness we want is as simple as a love song. The problem is, we aren't always listening to the same one. There are no villains in this story, only 2 people whose definitions of happiness were completely misaligned. Yu Xiang remains in his pure world, clumsily trying to mend the cracks, while Xiaolan sets off once more. She is still searching for the song that can truly house her soul, even if that song might not exist in this narrow world at all.